you doing? This is TVN School. Вивчаємо з тобою ми англійську. How are you? Що скажеш, коли ти зустрінеш якогось іноземця? So, let's speak English. Англійська мова Шекспіра та нью-йоркських таксистів. Англійська стане у нагоді вам, бойські дівчиська.
Okay, guys, I'm happy to see you today again. Today, we're going to talk about the Olympic Games, and that'll be a reading lesson. Okay, I want you to read this text along with me. You will see the words in bold. Would you please pay your attention on them? You will need them after the reading. Okay, let's start reading. The Olympic Games. The Olympic Games were first held in Greece between 776 BC and 393 AD. They were a series of competitions among different city-states and consisted of athletic events such as running and jumping, as well as combat events such as boxing and wrestling. The games were a time of goodwill. All conflicts between the participating city-states were postponed until the competition was finished. Okay, mind please. Held, athletic events, combat events, and goodwill. Let's continue reading. The modern Olympic Games began in Athens in 1896. 14 nations and 241 athletes competed in 43 events. Today, there are about 300 events and over 205 participating countries. Almost every sport is included, including aquatic events such as swimming. The games are regulated by the International Olympic Committee and are hosted every 4 years by a different nation. No Olympics were held in 1916, 1940, and 1944 because of war. Again, mind please, athletes participating aquatic events regulated. Okay, let's move on with our reading. As the games became more popular, the Olympic Committee made some important changes. In 1921, they decided to hold a winter version of the Games. The Winter Olympics officially began in 1924 in France. In 1960, Rome hosted the first official Paralympic Games, a multi-sport event which allows athletes with physical disabilities to compete. This started as a small sporting event among British World War II veterans in 1948. In 2010, Singapore hosted the first Youth Olympic Games, which allowed athletes between the ages of 14 and 18 to compete. By the way, here is the picture of our Paralympic team. I'm really proud of them. So, in this slide, you have to note physical disabilities and veterans. Okay, so why did I ask you to pay attention on these words? I want you to find the definitions for these words. Okay, once again, we've got held, we've got athletic events, combat events, goodwill, athletes participating, aquatic events, regulated, physical disabilities, veterans. Let's take a look on the first definition. Sport events which include running, jumping, and throwing. What is that? Right, that's an athletic event, or athletic events, because there are many of them. Let's take a look at the second definition. Sport events in which competitors fight each other. Fight. Guys, do you play PlayStation? Then you should definitely know this word. It's combat events, Mortal Kombat. By the way, it's a sport too, to play video games. Yes. Then comes sport events that take place in water. Water, aqua. Right, that's aquatic events. They include swimming, by the way. Then, made to happen. Made to happen, you have to find the synonym. The synonym is held. That's the past form of the verb hold. So, the next one, injuries, that make it difficult to do things that other people do. For example, walk. If injuries, it's connected with physical. So, right, physical disabilities. Let's move further. Ex-soldiers. Ex-soldiers, veterans. That's right. Controlled. Find the synonym, and that is right, regulated. Friendly, cooperative feelings. That's a goodwill. Right. Okay, guys, let's go on. So, here are the events you may see in different Olympic Games. Let's look through the columns. So, the first column, archery, fencing, the 100 meters, and the marathon. I would like to try marathon one day. Then, the second column, basketball, hockey, the discus, and water polo. I've never tried any of them. Maybe basketball, but long ago at school. Cycling, judo, the high jump, and weightlifting. I really like weightlifting. Then the last column, diving, rowing, the long jump, and wrestling. So, what is the task? You will have 4 categories, and you have to put the following events into the correct categories below. Okay, let's see the first category. Athletic events. Athletic events. Let's choose all the athletic events you can see in the table. Are you ready to give your answer? Okay, let's check. The 100 meters, the long jump, the high jump, hi to Sergei Bubka, the marathon, and the discus. Right. Take a look at the next category. Combat events. Combat. That's about fighting. Fighting. Okay, I'm looking through the table to find all the fighting events, and here they are: judo, fencing, and wrestling. By the way, do you remember how do we say play, go, or do judo? That was in the previous lesson. Yes, we do judo. Okay, the next category. Aquatic events. That's something we do in water. So what are they? Let me take a look. Okay, I can spot several. Can you? Right. Diving, water polo, and rowing. And the easiest category, it's called others. And others are all those left. So, what are others? Right, they are weightlifting, archery, hockey, cycling, and basketball. Okay, now we are ready to move on. By the way, are you hungry? Well, to be fit and healthy and to be able to perform in different sports, you need to have a healthy diet. The same with English. If you want to be fluent and if you want to have good skills in spoken English, you need to have grammar snacks. So let's have a grammar snack. I took several sentences from the text we read before. Let's take a closer look on them. So, the first sentence. The modern Olympic Games began in Athens in 1896. Why do we have the word began in red? What does it mean? Let's take a look at the second sentence. As the Games became more popular, the Olympic Committee made some important changes. Again, two words are highlighted, became and made. And the next sentence, this started as a small sporting event among British World War II veterans in 1948. And again, there is the word in red, started. Well, guys, we are talking about the past events. And to talk about the past events, we need to use the past form of the verbs. We've got here 5 verbs: began, became, made, and started. So, started is a regular verb. To form the past form, you need to add the ending ed. Started. Then, began, became, made are irregular verbs. And to form the past form, you need to use the irregular verbs table and to learn it. So, began is the past form of begin. Became is the past form of become, and made is the past form of make. So, today we're going to talk about past simple. When do we use past simple? We use past simple for completed actions in the past. Take a look at the example sentence. England won the World Cup in 1966. Well, that was too long ago. In 1966, I wish England played better. Okay, the second reason to use the past simple. Repeated actions in the past. Kind of routines you did in the past. Let's take a look at this example. John played football every day when he was a child. What a happy childhood to play football every day. And John did it regularly, every day. Then comes general truth about the past. General truth is something that we all know. That's a fact. Take a look at this fact. Henry VIII played tennis. I want you to fact check it. So, would you please find if this information is true? Did Henry VIII play tennis? We'll see next time. And we use past simple to speak about the main events in a story. Let's take a look at this short story. John and Tom had a great day. They played football, ate some ice cream, and visited their friends. What a lovely day they had. Once again, to speak about the events in the story, we use past simple. Note here, had a great day, played football, ate some ice cream, visited their friends. Once again, to summarize everything I said, past simple is used for completed actions in the past, repeated actions in the past, general truth about the past, and main events in a story, again, right in the past. Okay, here is a story of Anna. She had a nice holiday in England. Take a look at this story. Quickly look through from the beginning till the end of the story for you to get the whole idea of the text. Don't hurry. Okay. Where are you guys? Are you somewhere here? Or already here? Okay. So, what is the task? You have to complete the following text using the past tense of the verbs in brackets. In other words, you have to open the brackets. Okay. let's start reading the story. Anna's holiday was great last summer. That's right, was. The past form of the verb to be is was for singular. Then she in a college in England for 2 weeks. Stay. Stay. That's a regular verb, so I need the ending ed. That means she stayed in a college in England for 2 weeks. Okay. She classes in the mornings and in the afternoons. Have, that's an irregular verb. You need the second form, and if you don't know it, consult the table of the irregular verbs. So she had classes in the morning and in the afternoons. She, again, irregular verb, do, the past form is did. Some sports like swimming or tennis. Then comes she, a lot of people, and some English. Okay, meet is the irregular verb, and the past form is met, and learn is again the irregular verb, and the past form is learned. Some English. All the students in her class, be, I know, was or were. Students, plural form, that should be were sorry to go home. They all promise. That's easy. That's a regular verb, just ending ed. So they all promised to come back next summer. Good job, guys. Let's move on. Okay, guys. Would you like to be a teacher for a while? Personally, I like to pretend being a student and sit among my students in the class. So now you can be teachers. You will have some sentences with the mistakes. You have to correct the mistakes. Let's take a look at the first sentence. She didn't saw my grandma. Saw, that's past simple. What's wrong with the sentence? Right, she didn't see my grandma. When did comes, the second form disappears. You have to use the first form with did. Okay, can you do the second one? The police catched them. Catched, I did everything correct. Catched, ed, past form. No, why not? Catch is the irregular verb, right. The police caught them. Okay. Maybe the next one. I go to Kyiv yesterday. Goed again. ed. What's wrong with you guys? That's okay. No. That's the irregular verb? Right. I went to Kyiv yesterday. Of course I went. Go, went. Right. Okay, the next one. Did she walked alone? I put did in the first place. The mistake is in walked. We don't need the ending. You're so smart. Yes, did she walk alone? Of course, we do not need endings when there is did. And the last one. Celia and I was best friends. What's wrong here? I was. Oh, we forgot Celia. That's right. That's the plural. And it has to be Celia and I were best friends. Guys, you are really smart and you can teach maybe your younger brothers or sisters. Okay, let's see. Now, can you choose the right answer? Can you choose the correct option? You will see several options and you have to choose the right one. Let's take a look. So, which sentence is correct? Was Darren bought a car? Did Darren bought a car? Did Darren buy a car? Think a while. Yes. Did Darren buy a car? Did on the first place, buy in the first form, and the sentence is correct. Okay, the next one. The same task. Which sentence is correct? Who did to the store go? Who did went to the store? Who went to the store? Which one? That was a tricky one. You need this. Who is independent? It doesn't need did. So you just put who instead of a name and you've got a question. The easiest one. Who went to the store? The next one. Why she went home early? Why did she go home early? Why did she goes home early? I need did. So I should think of the sentences with did. There are 2 sentences with did. But in the last one, there is the ending goes. That's not the past form. So the correct one is, why did she go home early? That's right. And the next one, where Julia and Matt ate dinner. Where did Julia and Matt eat dinner? Where did Julia and Matt was ate dinner? I think that the correct one is, right, the correct one is the second one. Where did Julia and Matt eat dinner? Let's move on. Okay, guys. Again, we're coming to the end of the lesson, and I have the quiz for you. For the next time, be ready with your answers. You'll learn the correct answers during the beginning of the next lesson. Let's look through the questions you've got. You have to test your knowledge about athletics. So, the first question, the 100 meters world record is, and there are 3 options. What is the record? By the way, who was the athlete who did it? The second one, on most outdoor athletic tracks, 1 lap is the lap. It's kind of a circle on the stadium. So, and how many meters? 200, 400, 800? Look for the correct answer. Then, athletic events which involve jumping and throwing are called field, track, aquatic? Definitely not aquatic. Okay, the next one. The event which consists of 10 track and field events is called the if 10. And the Latin word for 10 is, you'll definitely know the answer. The 2004 Olympic Games were held in Beijing, Seoul, or Athens. If you don't know, you can Google for it. And the last one, the object that is passed from runner to runner in a relay race is called a... So, relay race is when you run to your teammate, you give it something to him or her, and then he continues running. That's a relay race. And what do you pass? A stick, baton, or a tube? So, see you next time. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and be ready with your answers to check them the next time. See you guys.